My mom and dad started this restaurant in 1982, and his main idea was to provide vegetarian food to people that aren't familiar with vegetarian food. He would be making things for my sister and I as we were growing up, so that's how the menu kind of expanded over the years. He would make things like burgers and hot dogs and nachos. We've had to hear comments like, wow, this is a War and Peace size menu. And a lot of people get confused, but a lot of people love the choices. Here we try to provide vegetarian fare and feature items that mainstream crowd would enjoy. The falafels and burritos and whatnot. We do juices that are always freshly squeezed, so we don't want to scare anybody that's not a vegetarian out there. You know, they can come in here and get something to their liking that's going to be prepared without all that grease, and they can enjoy fries here and not feel so guilty about it.
So Richard, you say that Chowpatti is always delightful. Tell us why you chose it.
The sign is what beckoned me to come in there. I frequently had to drive that direction, and I saw that sign that said, you know, come chow down at Chowpatti, as I originally pronounced it. So one day I just went in to check it out, see what it was about, and they bring the menu, which is this spiral notebook. It looks like something I had in college, a big organic chemistry book. And I was actually a bit annoyed the very first time I was there because it's just too much. And I thought, oh my God, I got to eat some of this stuff. I can't even pronounce it. So I just picked something. It was veal. That was the very first thing that I had, and I really enjoyed it.
Well,
yeah.
Morgan, was this your first foray into Indian cuisine?
It's probably my second time eating Indian food, and I was impressed by the way the server, which I think was probably the owner as well, she really explained the different dishes, because I attempted to order salad and I just ordered a spinach salad. She's like, well, why don't you try this? Do you like spice? What level do you want? You know, what do you feel comfortable with? And then I was adding things on the spinach salad to what was already in the veal. So she's like, why don't you just try the veal? So I ordered the veal, and I was pleasantly surprised. I liked the spice level. I think I picked right where, because I think if I would have gone a little bit higher, I would have been uncomfortable with the level.
Were you tempted, though, just to go one higher?
Just a little bit.
I like that the steakhouse recommender liked the vegetarian food, so that's very good. And actually, it says that on the menu. Whatever spice you think you want to eat, go one lower. And I think that's an excellent
I think it's a great tip.
Now, Harsh, you were born in Bombay. You've been to Chowpatti Beach, which the restaurant's named after.
That's right.
Did it bring back fond memories of Chowpatti Beach for you?
Not quite. Here's the deal. So I have been to Chowpatti Beach, which is, if you've ever been there, it's a phenomenal experience. It's what I would call urban cuisine. These people, vendors on street carts, cooking all day long for the last couple of decades. And the spice that they can actually sort of manufacture is amazing. So that was sort of one of the benchmarks I had going in here. It didn't quite do it for me because I felt that some of the dishes were a little bit bland for me. Apart from the desserts, which were amazing, some of the best I've had in this region.
Obviously, being from India, you have probably different expectations than I do, having grown up in the cornfields of Illinois. Actually, we went, some friends came with us, they were both Indian, and actually one of them got spice level 7, which is the highest spice level, and actually made me sort of scared. The highest I've ever gone is 5.
DEFCON 5?
Yeah, exactly. But she ate it, and she apparently enjoyed it, so I don't think I could ever, I thought I liked spicy food, but I don't think I could ever handle that 7. But yeah, if you're accustomed to what they cook in India, yeah, your experience is probably different than mine.
That could be an issue. I mean, I grew up with Indian food. I ate it every day of my life. So obviously eating my mother's food, and then when I ate my aunt's food, it freaked me out. Do you think this is what happened to you at Chowpatti?
I don't think so, because I've had Indian food in a different variety of places, restaurants, people's homes. I make it sometimes. And what we did was we stuck to the core of Chowpatti, which is really snacks, the chaat style cuisine, that's what they call it. We stuck with that, we went with it. And even then, it didn't meet sort of my expectations in terms of a flavor perspective.
Well, what dish did you like?
You know, I like
your job for a second.
I thought that the bhel was all right. I thought it was pretty decent. We had
the one with the yogurt, or what was on it?
Yeah, the special bhel.
That's what I liked about I had the vegetarian hot dog, which I liked a lot. It was almost like a fried falafel, and it was fresh. But I liked the aspect of carry-out because I would recommend, doing a big carryout for clients for lunch because there's so much to choose from.
I mean, the menu is like 10 pages long.
Yeah, it's a book.
Yeah, so
literally.
It is a book.
So that's my question, though. What's their focus? I mean, are they trying to be everything to everybody, or are they trying to be Chowpatti?
That's a good question. They do a lot of things. I personally like that because every time I go, I've been there more than a dozen times, and I can try something different. Just last week, I had the carrot halwa.
My mother would make carrot halwa for us when we got really good grades. That's a really
See?
special treat.
Excellent
Because
reward.
it's a lot of grading
So
and
you were
elbow
straight A
grease.
students, or?
I was a straight A student, overachiever even. Of course, I've declined greatly in my parents' eyes because I'm not a doctor. They actually told me I was going to be a sommelier. My mother says, "Is that a medical specialty?" Harsh, you said you really enjoyed the desserts. What did you have?
I had what's called a gulab jamun, which is it's deep fried, so of course it's got to taste great.
It's like a donut.
It's like a donut, and in my experience, it's very hard to find that well made. It's rare, but this one was right on.
I have to eat more desserts once I go there from now on. Usually, I'll have to save space specifically for dessert.
Now, Morgan, how would you describe the restaurant, the ambiance, and the atmosphere?
I would describe it as pretty sterile. I didn't feel a warm sense. I mean, it was nice booths and a lot of green and green marble tabletops. I mean, it's very clean.
It's pretty simple, pretty plain, which doesn't bother me. I go there to eat, but it's in some ways, in my mind, that's all part of the vegetarian, take life as it
Holistic
comes. The
nature of it.
holistic, exactly.
Well, Chowpatti was your selection. Give us a summary.
As I said, an immense menu. You'll find something on there that appeals to you. All of it is freshly made. All of it is good for you. I think you'll enjoy it.
Morgan?
It was a neat experience to go to a vegetarian restaurant. Never done it. I liked the Indian touch and the special care from the servers, and I would recommend it.
Harsh?
Well, I would recommend the desserts. I think the value for money for me wasn't there, and maybe the level of spice or the flavor wasn't there for me. But definitely, I think they have a lot of potential.
Well, you can try the bhel, bhaji, and much more at Chowpatti, 1035 South Arlington Heights Road in Arlington Heights, 847-640-9554. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Limited reservations are accepted, and the average dinner tab per person is $15.